I'm standing on the gravel path where we used to walk for miles. Now I'm feeling all the aftermath of your disappearing smile. The ground is damp from morning rain, the air is thick with all my regret. I'm trying hard to hide the pain of the things I can't forget. Now it's just distant footprints fade slowly in a world that feels so lonely. I'm looking back at where you stood. I'd change the ending if I could. The path is long, the trees are bare. I'm reaching out, but you're not there. Just distant footprints fade slowly. I see the marks you left behind in the dirt and in my head. I'm going through my tired mind, remembering everything you said. The wind is blowing through the leaves and carrying your scent away. My heavy heart just sits and grieves for the love that couldn't stay. Now it's just distant footprints fade slowly in a world that feels so lonely. I'm looking back at where you stood. I'd change the ending if I could. The path is long, the trees are bare. I'm reaching out, but you're not there. Just distant footprints fade slowly. One step forward, two steps back. I'm lost along the empty track. The dust is settling on the ground, and there's not a single soul around. Fading out, you're almost gone. I'm still here, trying to be strong, but the footprints are gone. I'm standing where the road just ends and the sand begins to crawl. I'm losing more than just my friends behind this dusty wall. The sun is big and burning red, but I'm shivering in the heat. I'm thinking of the things you said on this lonely, empty street. Now it's just pale winds across the desert and a heart that's feeling hurt. I'm looking for a drop of rain to wash away this heavy pain. The sky is wide and hard and dry with no more tears for me to cry. Just pale winds across the desert. I saw our names inside the dust on the window of my car. I'm losing all my hope and trust in every single star. The dunes are moving in the night like ghosts across the ground. I'm searching for a tiny light, but there's no one else around. Now it's just pale winds across the desert and a heart that's feeling hurt. I'm looking for a drop of rain to wash away this heavy pain. The sky is wide and hard and dry with no more tears for me to cry. Just pale winds across the desert. Has 1,000 thorns, like the love that sits and mourns. distance. I'm walking toward the edge of space to find a brand new lonely place. Blowing through the dust and you, so much sand in my hand, just the wind and the empty. I'm picking up pieces of a mirror that light, showing a version of us that's already died. The kitchen is haunted by the ghost of your laugh. Now I'm just walking this house on your behalf. I keep the porch light on, though I know you won't turn. Watching the bridges we built slowly burn. There's a hole in the ceiling where the rain leaks through. It feels like the sky is mourning you too. 'Cause you can't fix a heart once the rhythm is gone. You can't find the light when you're chasing the dawn. I'm a map with no city, a bird with no sky, just a long bitter echo of one last goodbye. They say that it heals, they say that it mends, but this is the place where the recovery ends. I'm hollowed out, empty and lost in the tide, broken inside forever with nowhere to hide. Your name is a sore wound I rub every day, just to feel something before it all fades to gray. I saw your reflection in a stranger's cold stare. For a second I breathed, then I realized you weren't there. We were a symphony played out of tune, a frost that came early and killed us in June. Now I'm just a witness to all that we lost, counting the heartbeats and paying the cost. Is there a word for the ache in my bones, for the weight of a person who sleeps all alone? I'm tired of trying to stitch up the tears when the thread is made out of all of my fears. You didn't just leave, you took the keys to the door. You can't fix a heart once the rhythm is gone. You can't find the light when you're chasing the dawn. I'm a map with no city, a bird with no sky, just a long bitter echo of one last goodbye. They say that it heals, they say that it mends, but this is the place where the recovery ends. I'm hollowed out, empty and lost in the tide, broken inside forever with nowhere to hide. Forever is a long time to carry the soul, and the half that is missing made me feel whole. Just a crack in the glass, just a ghost in the hall, broken inside after the fall. I'm staring at the garden bed, the roses all look gray. I can't remember what you said before you walked away. The blue is leaked out of the sky. The yellows left the sun. I'm just a lonely, quiet guy whose happy days are done. Now it's just silent days without color. Everything is getting duller. I'm looking for a spark of red in every single word you said. The world is black and white and cold, with no more stories to be told. Just silent days without color. I try to paint the kitchen wall to change the way it feels, but the brushes only start to fall beneath these heavy wheels. I see the ghost of your green eyes in the shadows on the floor, but the morning light is full of light, and you don't live here anymore. Now it's just silent days without color. Everything is getting duller. I'm looking for a spark of red in every single word you said. The world is black and white and cold, with no more stories to be told. Just silent days without color. The rainbow's gone, the fire's out, I'm wandering in a sea of doubt. I give it all for just one hue of the life I had with you. No more blue, no more gold. Everything is getting old. Just the gray and the silent wave fading out. I'm looking at the kitchen wall where the calendar used to be. I thought we really had it all, just the two of us, you and me. But the edges are starting to fray, like the sleeves of my favorite coat. I'm watching the colors turn to gray in every little word you wrote. Now it's just torn dreams fade slowly in a world that's feeling lonely. I'm picking up the pieces from the floor, but they don't fit together anymore. The light is dim, the fire's out. I'm wandering in a sea of doubt. Just torn dreams fade slowly. I saw the garden that we planned. The weeds are growing tall and green. I'm standing with an empty hand in a very quiet, empty scene. We talked about a house of white with a fence and a big oak tree. Now I'm shaking in the middle of night to the ghost of what used to be. Now it's just torn dreams fade slowly in a world that's feeling lonely. I'm picking up the pieces from the floor, but they don't fit together anymore. The light is dim, the fire's out. I'm wandering in a sea of doubt. Just torn dreams fade slowly. If I could tape the parts back tight, would it make the future bright? Or is the paper far too thin to hold the state that I am in? Fading away into the dark. No more light, no more spark, just home. turning down the TV just to hear the house breathe, tracing the places where you used to be. The kettle is whistling a tune we once knew, but the steam only rises to a ceiling of blue. I've been keeping the porch light on just in case, though the dust is already claiming your space. It's not the shouting that keeps me awake, it's the weight of the silence, the slow motion break, the ghost of your footsteps, the creak on the floor, like you're just in the kitchen or just at the door. And the lonely nights whisper your name in the dark, a cold hollow wind looking for a spark. Every shadow's a memory, every heartbeat's a plea. I'm a prisoner of what if, and how could it be? The world is fast asleep while I'm falling apart, listening to the whispers of a broken heart. They say time is a healer, but time is a thief. It steals all the joy and leaves all the grief. I'm looking at photos we took in the rain, when our love was a shield and not a source of the pain. Now the pain is an ocean and I'm drifting alone, a king of a kingdom that's no longer home. I trade all my pride just to hear you complain, to see you walk back through the wind and the rain. But the moon is a witness to the tears on my face, and there's nobody left here to take up your place. Just the echo of us, just the ghost of a trust. They're the lonely nights whisper your name in the dark, a cold hollow wind looking for a spark. Every shadow's a memory, every heartbeat's a plea. I'm a prisoner of what if, and how could it be? The world is fast asleep while I'm falling apart, listening to the whispers of a broken heart. The whispers get louder, they're telling me you're gone, but I'll keep on listening until the break of dawn. Lonely nights whisper, it's a whisper, just whisper. still checking the lock on the front door. Like you might wander in from the rain. I haven't moved a single glass from the counter. I'm still curating the ghost of your name. The neighbors ask why the porch light is burning. I tell them I'm just afraid of the dark, but it's really a signal, a flicker of yearning, in case you forgot where we parked. And I'm broken, but I'm still holding the pieces tightly enough that they're cutting my hands. I'm a shipwreck that's waiting for tide water reaches to drag me back out to the sands. They say that it's over, they say I should go, but I'm standing here frozen, stuck in the know. Yeah, I'm broken, but God, I'm still hoping. I saw a car just like yours at the station. My heart did a sprint, then it fell through the floor. It's a cruel kind of self-inflicted vibration, expecting a wave on a dried up shore. I've memorized every I love you you muttered. I replay the tapes till the static is loud. The windows are closed and the curtains are shuttered. I'm looking for silver in every dark cloud. Is it faith or is it just a sickness to love a shadow that's already gone? I'm the only one left to bear witness to a fire that died at the dawn. But I'll sit in the ashes and wait for a spark. I'd rather be lonely than leave you the dark. 'Cause I'm broken, but I'm still holding the pieces tightly enough that they're cutting my hands. I'm a shipwreck that's waiting for tide water reaches to drag me back out to the sands. They say that it's over, they say I should go, but I'm standing here frozen, stuck in the know. Yeah, I'm broken, but God, I'm still hoping. I'm broken, still hoping. The door isn't locked, babe, I'm still here. Broken, but I'm still hoping. I'm tired of the people who tell me I'm strong, who say that the healing won't take very long. They offer me hollow and sugar-coated lies, while I'm drowning in what I can see in your eyes. The bandages peel and the colors all bruised, but it's the only thing left I have left of you to lose. I could pretend that I'm doing just fine, that I'm moving on and I'm drawing the line, but the happy feels fake and the okay feels wrong. So I'm sitting right here where the shadows are long, because the pain feels honest, the ache feels true. It's the last honest thread connecting me to least I know I'm not just fading away. Yeah, the pain feels honest. There's a comfort in knowing exactly where it hurts, and the ghost of your scent on my favorite shirts. The world wants a smile and a brand new start, but there's a dignity found in a shattered heart. I'm not gonna mask it or wash out the stain. There's a beautiful truth in this kind of rain. If the love was a lie, then the hurt would be small, but the height of the grief shows the height of the fall. So I'll wear this regret like a crown made of thorn. It's the purest thing since the day I was born. Because the pain feels honest, the ache feels true. It's the last honest thread connecting me to you. I don't want the comfort, I don't want the light. I'd rather stay broken and hollow tonight. Let the sharp edges cut, let the memories stay. At least I know I'm not just fading away. Yeah, the pain feels honest. Don't tell me it's red, don't tell me I'm free. This weight is the only thing anchored to me. It's heavy, it's real, it's the only thing I'm still allowed to feel. Yeah, the pain feels tea went cold an hour ago, but I'm still holding on to the steam. Watching the street lights paint the floor in colors I don't recognize without you. I move the chair you used to like, just to see if the room would feel new. But the silence only grew a little taller, and the shadows started looking like you. They say the sun fixes everything, that the morning brings a brand new start, but they don't tell you how the air turns thin when the world stops beating with your heart. Oh, the nights hurt quiet, it's a different kind of scream, when the only sound in this empty house is the ghost of a broken dream. I can handle the noise of the busy streets and the crowded rooms where I hide, but the nights hurt quiet, I'm losing my mind. If gone is a place, then how do I get there? 'Cause I'm the only one you left behind. Can you hear me? Probably not. The night, it just hurts. Quiet. The trees are tall and black against the winter sky. I'm walking down the path where we said our last goodbye. The ground is hard and cold beneath my heavy boots. I'm tangled in the memories like these old and twisted roots. Pale lanterns through the forest are the only light I see, shining on the empty space where you used to walk with me. They flicker in the shadows and they tremble in the wind, a quiet little reminder of where our story dimmed. I'm looking for a sign in the middle of the night, but every branch I touch just feels like a cold bite. I try to call your name to hear the forest speak, but the silence is so heavy and my voice is feeling weak. The deeper that I go, the darker it becomes. I'm marching to the rhythm of these lonely hollow drums. I'd follow every light if I thought it led to you, but these lanterns are just ghosts of a love that wasn't true. Pale lanterns through the forest are the only light I see, shining on the empty space where you used to walk with me. They flicker in the shadows and they tremble in the wind, a quiet little reminder of where our story dimmed. So pale, like the color of your skin. So pale, where do I begin? I used to think you were the world, But in the end, all that was left was tears. The heart that once believed is now broken and divided, like the clear sky turning black. The sweet words you used to say have now turned into death in my heart. Trusting in you is meaningless, because you have someone new and won't tell me a word. Every promise is like a wind blowing through. Honesty is gone, replaced by lies. I try to keep my love alive, but you ruin it and then end. Broken faith inside my chest hurts so much, like being trampled on. My heart is broken. The love that used to be sweet has turned bitter because of the betrayal you gave me. I trusted you too much, that's why I have to cry. My heart that used to be strong has turned soft. Broken faith inside, nothing is left but the corpse of the love that you threw away. No need to apologize, it's too late. Everything is over, there's no turning back. Trust me, but I'll repay you with pain. What else can you trust? Broken faith inside my chest hurts so much, like being trampled on. My heart is broken. The love that used to be sweet has turned bitter because of the betrayal you gave me. I trusted you too much, that's why I have to cry. My heart that used to be strong has turned soft. Broken faith inside, nothing is left but the corpse of the love that you threw away. No faith, no more brother. Broken faith inside me. The moon is just a sliver, but it's more than I can take. A silver blade that's cutting through this heart you chose to break. I've memorized the pattern of the shadows on the wall, waiting for footsteps that'll never walk the hall. I reach across the mattress and my fingers hit the cold. The story ended differently than how it was foretold. I'm breathing in the nothingness, I'm drinking down the dark, trying to find a fire in a world without a spark. Now I'm alone in darkness, where the memories come to feed on every little promise and every silent need. The walls are closing in on me, the ceiling's falling down. In this ocean of your absence, I have finally started to drown. I'm screaming out your name, but there's no echo in the black, just a heavy hollow silence that keeps on screaming back. I'm a candle in a hurricane, a soul without a spark, lost and left forever, alone here in the dark. I used to fear the midnight, but now I fear the day, because the sun just highlights everything you took away. The dust is settling softly on the things we used to own, a museum freedom of a life that I am visiting alone. I keep the curtains bolted, I keep the world away. There's nothing left to look at since you turned the colors gray. I'm navigating blind now through the wreckage of our home, learning how to be a ghost inside these walls of stone. Is there anyone out there, or am I just a sound of a tree that's falling quietly when no one is around? I'm shivering in the shadows of a love that didn't stay, watching every reason to keep going fade away. Yeah, I'm alone in darkness, where the memories come to feed on every little promise and every silent need. The walls are closing in on me, the ceiling's falling down. In this ocean of your absence, I have finally started to drown. I'm screaming out your name, but there's no echo in the black, just a heavy, hollow silence that keeps on screaming back. I'm a candle in a hurricane, a soul without a spark, lost and left forever, alone here in the dark. Alone in the darkness, the shadows know my name. They're the only ones who stayed when you put out the flame. Just the dark and me and the us that'll never be. I woke up with a heavy weight sitting right upon my chest. I didn't have to check the date to know I couldn't get no rest. The coffee tastes the same as then, a little bitter, a little cold. I'm back in this dark hole again, feeling weary, feeling old. Now it's just a no pain, feels familiar, like a ghost that's come to kill you. I know every twist and every turn of the bridge. I watched you burn. It's an old friend at my door. I've been on this dusty floor before. Just no pain feels familiar. I know the way the shadows move across the ceiling of our room. I'm stuck inside this lonely groove, wrapped inside this familiar gloom. I don't have to ask the reason why. I wonder where you've gone today. I've already said my last goodbye and watched the blue sky turn to gray. Now it's just no pain, feels familiar, like a ghost that's come to kill you. I know every twist and every turn of the bridge. I watch you burn. It's an old friend at my door. I've been on this dusty floor before. Just no pain feels familiar. They say the first time is the worst, but the 10th time feels like a curse. I'm an expert at the breaking part. I know the map of my own heart. I know this hate went down an hour ago, but my eyes are wide and bright. I'm chasing every shadow in the middle of the night. I try to close the curtains to keep the world away, but the memory of your laughter is the only thing that stays. Oh, this inner pain never sleeps. It's a secret that my spirit keeps. When the world is quiet and still, it climbs up every hill. It's a fire that won't go out. It's the shadow of a doubt. Yes, inner pain never sleeps. I walked into the hallway and I saw your favorite coat. I found a tiny scrap of paper with a word you never wrote. My chest is feeling heavy, like I'm breathing underwater. I'm a ghost inside this house, just a son or just a daughter. They say that time will fix it, they say the hurt will fade, but I'm still standing here in the mess that we both made. The clock is ticking loudly, but the hands are staying still. I've lost the strength to fight it, and I've lost the strength of will. Oh, this inner pain never sleeps. It's a secret that my spirit keeps. When the world is quiet and still, it climbs up every hill. It's a fire that won't go out. It's the shadow of a doubt. Yeah, this inner pain never sleeps. Still awake while the moon is in the sky. Still awake with no tears left to cry. I've been carrying the weight of us for way too many miles, trying to fix the fractured glass and curate all the smiles. But my shoulders are heavy and my spirit's worn thin from fighting a war that I know I can't win. I've chased every shadow and bargained with fate, but I'm standing alone at an empty gate. And my heart wants rest, it's tired of the beating against a stone wall that won't let me in. It's weary of chasing, it's tired of retreating. circles on my side of the bed. I used to have answers, I used to have hope, but I've run out of anchor and run out of rope. It's not that I'm angry, it's not that I'm cold, it's just that this story is getting so old. Let the curtains just fall, let the music go dark. I've got nothing left but a cold dying spark. I'm laying my armor down here on the floor. I can't be a soldier, not anymore. 'Cause my heart wants rest, it's tired of the beating against a stone wall that won't let me in. It's weary of chasing, it's tired of retreating and wearing the scars of where we have been. I love you, I do, but I'm fading to gray. I can't keep the fire from burning away. The love is still there, but the rhythm is messed. And more than a miracle, my heart wants rest. Just a moment of quiet, a breath without pain, to stop hearing your name in the sound of the rain. I'm letting it go, I'm putting it down. My heart, it just wants to rest now. I see you standing in the neon rain, 1,000 miles behind a window pane. You're laughing at something a stranger just said, while I'm replaying every word that we bled. The crowd is a river that pulls you away, and I'm just the wreckage that's forced to stay, watching you drift to a different shore. Like I never mattered, like I'm not even yours. The city is humming a hollowed out tune under the gaze of a cold white moon. I'm a ghost in the corner, a blur in the glass, waiting for the ache of your presence to pass. And these lonely eyes watch as you turn out the light, leaving me stranded in the middle of the night. I'm memorizing shadows I'll never get to hold, while the story we scripted is left in the cold. It's a quiet kind of torture, a slow burning sting, to see you move on while I'm still shivering. The world keeps on spinning, but I'm out of sight, just lonely eyes watching you fade into white. I walk past your garden, the roses roses are dead, the ones that you promised would always stay red. I saw a new jacket hung up by the door, not the one that I gave you, not mine anymore. It's funny how quickly a we turns to you, and I'm left with the eye and a heart split in two. Is it easier for you? Do you even look back? Or am I just a footprint on a dusty old track? While the script ain't now to the life that we built, drowning in memories and anchored by guilt, I'd close my eyes tight just to make it all go, but the vision of you is the only thing I know. And these lonely eyes watch as you turn out the light, leaving me stranded in the middle of the night. I'm memorizing shadows I'll never get to hold, while the story we scripted is left in the cold. It's a quiet kind of torture, a slow burning sting, to see you move on while I'm still shivering. The world keeps on spinning, but I'm out of sight, just lonely eyes watching you fade into white. I'm still looking, but you're already gone. The streetlights are flickering, waiting for dawn. Keep your eyes closed, darling, don't look at me. I'm just the shadow you'll never see. Lonely eyes, lonely eyes. I'm still set into a place on the kitchen table, like my mind is trying to tell my heart a lie. I reach for your hand, but I'm just grasping at the vapor of a memory that refuses to say goodbye. The coffee's getting cold in your favorite ceramic mug, and the silence in this hallway's a weight I can't quite shrug. I try to turn the lights out, try to close my eyes, but the dark is where the truth likes to disguise. Now the shadows keep whispering your name, like a hollow echo in a rusted frame. They crawl across the floor, they're climbing up the wall, catching me every single time I start to fall. I'm begging for the sun, but the sky is turning gray, and the shadows keep whispering that you're never coming home to stay. There's a ghost of your laughter in the corner of the room. It's the only thing that's blooming in this winter gloom. I see your silhouette dancing on the bedroom door, but when I reach to touch it, it isn't there no more. Every creak of the floorboards, every breath of the wind is just another reminder of where us had to end. I try to drown the static, try to find a spark, but I'm just a lonely candle burning in the dark, where the shadows keep whispering your name like a hollow echo in a rusted frame. They crawl across the floor, they're climbing up the wall, catching me every single time I start to fall. I'm begging for the sun, but the sky is turning gray, and the shadows keep whispering that you're never coming home to stay. Is it a haunting, or is it a gift to feel you in the spaces where the curtains drift? I'm scared to leave the house, scared to let the daylight in, 'cause if the shadows fade away, I'll have to face the world without you again. They're filling up the hall, and I'm standing in the wreckage of it all. I'm begging for the sun, but the sky is turning gray, and the shadows keep whispering. They're whispering. Still here in the chorus, in the chorus. The shadows keep whispering goodbye. I'm practicing my I'm okay in the mirror in the hall, but the glass shows a stranger that I don't know at all. I've run out of excuses for why I'm still this way, trying to find the syllables for things I cannot say. My throat is like a desert, the words are turned to sand. I'm reaching for a language that I don't quite understand. When the I miss you get too heavy for my voice to carry through. I let the salt water tell the story of losing you. Every drop is a chapter, every streak is a verse, a silent conversation with a ghost, or maybe something worse. I don't need a witness, I don't need a cross. I just let the tears speak the language of my loss. The neighbors hear the TV, they think I'm doing fine. They don't see the wreckage on this side of the line. There's no dictionary for the way a heartbeat breaks, or a map that shows the path through all of these mistakes. So I sit here in the shadows where the light used to be, and let the ocean in my eyes wash over me. It's the good morning that I'll never say again. It's the forever that ended God knows when. My lips are tired of lying, saying I'm moving on. So I'll just let the rain fall until the grief is gone. When the I miss yous get too heavy for my voice to carry through, I let the salt water tell the story of losing you. Every drop is a chapter, every streak is a verse, a silent conversation with a ghost, or maybe something worse. I don't need a witness, I don't need a cross. I just let the tears speak the language of my loss. No more screaming at the ceiling, no more hiding what I'm feeling. Just the rhythm on my cheek while the pain begins to speak. Yeah, they're speaking for me now. Tears speak loss. A soft hummer I'm holding along now, gentle piano key stepping slowly, light acoustic guitar brushing quiet chords, a distant clock ticking through the silence. The hallway light is dim tonight, your shadow isn't here. The place you used to sit and smile feels empty and unclear. The midnight air is cold and still, your voice is far away. I walk slowly fade to gray. Every step I take tonight echoes through the dark. Empty rooms after midnight, calling out your name. The love we built together will never be the same. Empty rooms after midnight, holding silent cries. I try to close the door, but the memory never dies. Your picture on the shelf still watches from the wall, but the warmth you left behind doesn't live here at all. The songs we used to sing now sound so far and weak. Every quiet melody feels like you and me. Every step I take tonight echoes through the dark. Empty rooms after midnight, calling out your name. The love we built together will never be the same. Empty rooms after midnight, holding silent cries. I try to close the door, but the memory never dies. Maybe morning light will come and wash these tears away, but tonight the lonely walls still hear what I can't say. Soft harmonium fading slowly, piano notes drifting one by one. A last gentle guitar chord, then silence after me. The hallway light is flickering, a heartbeat in the dark, leaving shadows on the places where you used to leave your mark. I'm tracing every letter of the note you left behind, searching for the us I know I'll never really find. The air is getting thinner and the stars are looking gray, as if they knew the magic was about to drift away. You gave me a word like it was something I could hold, but now it's just a handful of the bitter and the cold. The echoes of forever are rattling the floor, and I can't hear the music in your voice anymore. Listen to the rain, can you hear that hollow sigh? That's the sound of every broken promise cry. and the moon is asking why, while the broken promises cry. The coffee's getting bitter and the calendar is stuck on the day we ran out of time and ran out of our luck. You swore you'd be the harbor, you swore you'd be the flame, but now the only thing I have is the salt upon your name. I'm walking through the wreckage of the plans we didn't keep, while the city goes to dinner and the world goes off to sleep. They don't just disappear, they don't just fade to black. They follow the static and they never give you back. They're the tears in every letter, they're the cracks in every dream. They're the silent, lonely voices that are trying not to scream. And the moon is asking why, while the broken promises cry. They're just broken, and I can hear them cry.